Good morning, good evening, good evening, good evening. Now we are in the New York kill zone. So welcome one, welcome all, once again. We are in the New York kill zone. Let us put our time in New York. Let us adjust our time to New York time. So it's 9 a.m. New York time, New York session time. So if you're in the session, welcome. You're not here by luck. This is the time. This is the proper time. It's 9 a.m. New York. It's 9 a.m. New York kill zone. It's the kill zone hours. And in the kill zone hours, we are waiting for US 30 to break below. To break below 49,315. We were inside GBP USD, but alright. So this is still our analysis for GBP USD. We wish for GBP USD to get to this level, but my eye right now is on GBP, is on US that. If you remember correctly, in the morning we put alerts on this level and on this level. Why on this level? Okay, first let's explain why on this below level at 48, near 48,800, because this is the best buy level. If price was to look for a discount, this will be the best buy level. Okay, that is the first thing. And this level, because these are very significant highs. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when these highs are broken, then it means that price has the ability to get to these other higher levels here. That is why alerts are very, very important for us. That is why alerts are very, very, very important for us. So if we are able to close below, this line, this is the 45 minutes time frame. This is the 45 minutes time frame. So if we close below that line, then the potential to go down is limitless. The potential to go down is limitless. So let us check whether we have news. So we don't have any serious news today, and because of that, it will be hard for price to break these levels. But we still remain optimistic that those levels will be broken, and those levels will give us entry zones to go bullish. So what am I waiting for GBP USD? For GBP USD, because of the way GBP USD has behaved the whole day, so GBP USD has been consolidating the whole day. So GBP USD has been consolidating the whole day. So you see, during the New York, we moved from that 700 to that 650. That's around 50 pips. Then we came back to this zone. From this zone, price has not moved a bit. So maybe if price wanted to continue selling, maybe we would have to see a break of this structure here. Okay, so I still believe that we are going down. My only problem is that price is taking so long before it can move. So we are also keeping an eye on this pair. For gold, I told you one thing. If you don't have 10,000 USD in your gold account, in your FX account, it will be better to keep off this market entirely. If you don't have at least 10,000, if you don't have 10,000 in your trading account, it will be better to keep off this market. Every minute the sweet spot changes. Every minute the sweet spot changes. So now that's our gold sweet spot. So if you don't have enough resources to have this stop loss, it will be better if you don't get in that trade. So our work is now waiting for those three pairs. Although for gold, I will not be taking any gold trades. My trades are GBP USD and mostly US DAT. So I want to see what these two pairs have in store for us. We have 2 hours. We are very early. It's a very good morning. The New York time Just 10 minutes past 10. 10 minutes past 10. So we are 10 minutes past 10, and because you are 10 minutes past 10, past 9, we are very early, extremely very early. So the only thing we should have right now is patience. Patience, patience, patience. New York has just been playing around with our minds. So if you are listening to me and you are hearing me loud and clear, put some likes. Put some likes and send some love from wherever you are. This year, we said that we are going to be doing it the tough way, the hard way. You have to be in the markets. Instead of talking too much, you also have to be in the markets. Okay? Now, this is the year now. There's not any other year. This is the year. So our anticipation is that price will get to this level. And when price gets to this level, we are going to now start the long journey. We are going to start the long journey to 51,000. This is US that. US that. Let us check the GBP USD. If GBP USD continues to so the aim or our aim is one simple thing. We want to take advantage of the market during this time, during the New York kill zone hours. So sometimes during specific hours, some pairs are less volatile than others. Okay? So we are watching the markets in real time. We are getting the market updates in real time. The funny thing about these markets is that you must have audacity. You must have audacity to show up every day, all the sessions, Alright, yes, that is breaking that level, so we'll have to wait for it to break, then we shall get in. We shall look for a good opportunity to get in. Remember, this retest has to be very clear. We have to see this is really a retest. If it is not really a retest, if we are not convinced that this is a retest, we are not going in. So the market has opened on a very low note, but we hope by the time 10 a.m. we get to 10 a.m. at least we'll have a confirmation. That is the only thing we need right now. The problem with many traders is they think that these markets are not rigged, and yet these markets operate. These forex markets, futures markets, stock markets operate on the principle of repetition. So what happened right now will happen tomorrow and will happen the other day. And your work as a trader is to find these patterns every day and take advantage of them. And in taking advantage of these pairs, you have to remember one thing. So USDT has not yet crossed that level. So when you are trading any currency, any futures, any stock, you have to remember one thing. All trades operate on the principle of law of large numbers. The law of large numbers is what is usually in application in the whole stock market, the whole futures market, the whole indices market, every other place we are operating on the law of large numbers. So what does the law of large numbers say? The law of large numbers says that over a large sample size, if a forex trader is truly profitable, over a large sample size, let's say maybe 150 trades, he'll be profitable. Okay? So we say, or in forex trading we say, one trade is a bet. One trade is a bet. But 100 trades, those are not bets. That's a sample size. That's a sample size. That's your behavior in the market. Your behavior in the market is reflected by how much money you make after 100 trades. So if you are net negative, my friend, if you are net negative after 100 trades, you, my friend, are a gambler. Now, you could say, or you could argue that I am being too harsh. Alright. Do you know, to take 100 trades, that's around how many months? Those are around 2-3 months. If you are an intraday trader, those are 2-3 months. So if you lose every month, unless you tell me you're break even, that is, at the end of each month, you are losing negligible. So if at the end of 3 months, you have lost only 1% of your total account, then we can say you are still a good trader. You are still at break even. But if at the end of the 3 months you have lost 50% of your account, my friend, you need to be whipped thoroughly. Not just whipping, thorough whipping. Because one thing you have to understand in my live session is that the real forex trading, we don't lose money. We don't lose our money. We shall lose trades, but we don't lose our capital. That is the real game. But you're programmed to think that the real game is you risk 100% of your account, either you double it or you lose everything. That is the wrong one. The real one is we don't lose our money. We shall lose trades, but we don't lose our money. Our money is our bargaining chip in the market. That is what we use to fight for ourselves, our freedom, our money. So US that is crossing 49,314. I'm going to have to wait for a retest on this trade before I get in, because I tried something today morning. It is only God who saved me. I got another trade. So in the morning I got in without a confirmation, without a 15 minutes confirmation. So I closed the trade, and then later, after the live was over, I got in again, because price eventually confirmed that we were going down. So what I did, I got in with another lot size. So that lot size offset the losses of the first lot size. So I'm still net break even for the day. God damn. But it is better to be break even than to be in a loss. It is not to say that to be in a loss is a bad thing. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying it is better to end the day on a win. If I cannot end the day on a win, let me end the day at break even. But if it is inevitable, I will end the day on a loss. So time is now. 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 There's no any other time. Time is now. Don't try to go in yet, because if you try to go in right now, they might be setting us up. They might be setting us up to get in that trap. Then they do us the inevitable. So we have to wait for that confirmation. So it's a good thing I remembered US that, because I almost forgot. Yesterday it reacted off a very textbook, a very easy level. This level and this level. It reacted. That is a very textbook level, because I just took the. Yet I was not even able to take advantage of that trade. So I just took this high and this high, and then came up with this sweet spot. Simple thing, simple edge. So price has tested this level once. It tested this level again yesterday. So if I would have set an alert, probably I would have been tagged, but unfortunately I was not tagged. But I think I discussed this. I don't know. I just never took advantage. So I decided that today is the day we are observing US that the currencies, I don't know what's happening to the currencies. I don't know whether they are going to sleep. I don't know whether they are going to the shop. I don't know whether they are going to mass. I don't know, and I don't want to know. What they want to do, they should do. Whatever it is the currencies want to do, the currencies should do. But my bias is leaning to the sell. My bias is leaning to the sell. Alright, we have one viewer in the YouTube live stream. And we have how many viewers on the Facebook live stream? We have 8 viewers. It's a good number. 8 viewers. Welcome all of you. This is the jungle. We are looking for something to eat. Yes, we are looking for something. We are hungry from London. We have not yet eaten. We don't have nothing. So we are here to get what's ours. What's ours is here. It's here and it's waiting for us. It is here and it is waiting for us. As long as we remain disciplined, it will give us a signal. A very good signal. A good signal similar to this one. An easy setup for us. We just have to keep watch. Be patient, just be patient. When it's time to attack, I don't even talk. I just say I'm in. So for now, currencies, I'm not in currencies right now. Let the currencies do what the currencies want to do, because I don't want to live in a state of confusion. So unless the currencies decide to break, for example, this level, still, even if it broke this level, this is a very weak level. So we would have to show serious willingness to sell for me to even consider a sell. So it has to be serious willingness to sell, not just willingness, serious willingness. Let's go back to USDT. At least USDT. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute of USDT being away from USDT. USDT has already gone against me. Alright, so the market wants maybe to break this level. That is why I set this price alert here. So we shall wait and see whether USDT but USDT has to be very ruthless. USDT has refused to come and even retest this level. Why? Why USDT? Why? Why are you so mean? Hmm? Yeah. Can you see what is happening? The truth is, most of the times our hands are supposed to be on the sides, observing price action. What is price action doing? What is price action doing? And this is why we do this analysis every time, so that we are not caught in a situation which we had not thought about. So this is a situation, which is happening, we had not thought about this situation. The only thing we have planned, or our only plan, is that price has to go below this level and retest this level. If not that, price should come and alert us. It should send an alert for us to go up. Okay? So in my view, or according to the information I am being presented with, is that price wants to go and break 49,600. And for us to believe, for us to be fully to admit to that, then price has to close above with a body, not just closing above. It has to close above with a body. So if price is doing that, price should do that, not waste our time. So even these other pairs, so what is happening now? What is happening? The only way I could buy this pair is maybe if we break this level, but before that, something like that. So I'm not yet engaged. I'm not yet engaged at all. My work is to observe the market. After I observe the market, I you see, if Euro USD is able to break this level, if it is able to break this level, it is going to break this green level also, which is a fair value gap, and it will come to these levels here down. Trust me, you. Only if it is able to break this level. If not, we have to wait for it to show us its hand. US30 seems like it has a change of direction. So this morning the whole market is confused. But are we going to be caught up in that confusion? We say no. 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 We only want confirmed trades. Nothing else. We only want confirmed trades. Let us look at DXY. Let us have a look at DXY. 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 So if you were in the previous live sessions, you have seen me talk about the monthly DXY. So right now what it's doing, it's trying to reject this 20-year trend line. So we have a 20-year trend line on DXY. So the line began from 2011, then it came to 2021, now we are in 2026. Okay, so this is 5 years. This is how many years? 10 years. So 10 years, 5 years. So in total 15 years. So price is rejecting breaking this 20-year trend line, because let me tell you, if we break this level, there's no telling how short DXY will fall, because DXY is going to fall massively. That is, if we close below this 15-year-old trend. Okay, so it's a very massive drop from 97 to 89. That's a very massive drop, but is it probable? Absolutely. So remember, we are in the eras of de-dollarization. So we are currently in the era of de-dollar. So we're in the era of de-dollarization. That is when countries are moving away from USD as their global reserves. So this has been part of the reason why the dollar has been weakening. And I'm just saying, if we are able to break this 15-year-old trend line, then there is no telling where DXY is going to fall. We are going to fall massively. We might even come to 78, all the way from 97. But that is all speculation. Okay? On the same chart, GBP USD is alright. So US30 has broken, well, not broken, has touched. Let us use the word touched because it has not yet closed above. So it has touched those previous highs again. It has touched those previous highs again. I'm not sure what it wants. It is only US30 which is going to show us the way forward. So we have around 15 minutes, 15-16 minutes before the first hour is done, is over. What belongs to us belongs to us. So we don't have to struggle for it because eventually it belongs to us. It is ours. So let us look at CFTC. Let us look at CFTC for a bit and see. Let us see. So on the CFTC report, GBP, that is the British pound, is the British pound. The British pound. So when I check the British pound, you said that when we are checking the CFTC, we have non-commercials, we have commercials, then we have non-reportable positions. So us as retail traders are the non-reportable positions. Commercials, these are commercial banks. Commercial banks which are hedging their positions. And our friend is the non-commercials. So if you are non-reportable, you should be checking at non-commercials. Non-commercials, those are the big boys. So those are the hedge funds, pension funds, and all the funds. So right now, when we check on the open positions of GBP, there is a clear indication that these two things are balancing. So longs are at 91,210 and shorts are 102,316. So to me, that's a balance. A balance. And when it's a balance, we just have to wait for the proper confirmations technically. There's nothing else we can do. Waiting for those confirmations. So the market is still retesting this level. I'm not sure it is going to close above. We'll just have to continue watching. I'm not very sure it is going to close above. I am not very sure. I am not very sure. Now, this is the most important thing you have to understand, that we don't engage unless we have a confirmation. Write that down somewhere. So however slow price is going to move, we will accept it. We'll just move slowly with it. There's no problem. One thing you'll never hear me doing, or you'll never hear me saying, is that we are going to have a recovery. No. I will come in the market, I'll execute my edge, and whatever results I get, I'll still come up tomorrow. And tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow. Over a series of different trades, my edge will reveal itself, because I am the edge. You are the edge. So your individual experience, how you perceive the market, how you perceive losses, how you perceive wins, that is the edge. That is the edge. There's no other edge. That is the edge. That is the edge. Because if you knew how much If you knew how much the top 5 traders earn, the top 5% traders earn, you'll be very surprised. Very, very surprised. And it all begins by being the edge, or learning how to become the edge. The lessons are intense, but the best part is if you accept the learning, because some people don't like to accept the learning they are getting from the market. They don't like, and accepting the learning, you also have to look at your own mistakes. What mistakes do I commit? What do I do which is making me not profitable? You have to look at those things. And sometimes looking at yourself is very hard, by the way. You have to be a very strong person to look inside yourself. What is it I am doing? Because there must be a problem somewhere. Whether you are in year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 10, year 20, there is a problem somewhere in your trading. And if you are not directly addressing that issue, so in the morning I talked about deep-rooted issues and how I cured my deep-rooted issues. But maybe some of you, what you need is just observing the trading cyborg trading, and then you'll apply it in your own trading. That is a better thing. That's a good thing. That's a plus. So we have not yet taken any trade. The reason is that price did not give us a confirmation signal, an entry signal. So as a result, we have not taken any trades. Okay? Number 2, GBP USD, we have seen that in the CFTC report, it is balancing the shorts and the longs. So we are also quiet in that arena. We are quiet. We are just waiting for more information. More information, because information is always changing like seasons. Tomorrow morning we'll have new information, and this is the same information that a trader at JP Morgan is also getting. Imagine, there are no fancy gadgets. Well, long time ago you had to subscribe to Bloomberg to get the live updates, but right now we are getting live updates on TradingView. Just think about that. We have more information, more knowledge, more power, more capital, but still the number is still averaging at only 5% of traders who make money. I told you there's a difference between that online teacher and a real trader. A real trader will tell you that this job is not as easy as it looks. It is not as easy as it looks. You just have to have passion for this game. And not just passion, sustained passion. Because if your passion is not sustained, and you have to have a genuine interest in learning how money works, and how you can make money, and how you can manage your money, and how you can multiply your money. Okay? So when the market is not engaging with us, we don't engage with the market. Keep our cool. We keep our cool. Always. Always. We keep our cool. Relax. So how many people are in the... very nice. We have two current, two viewers on YouTube. That's okay. That's very okay. Very, very okay. You have to have gratitude for your 2 viewers and for your 5 viewers, because those are 7 viewers. Those are 7 viewers who are as serious as you. Those are 7 people across the world you don't even know, who are as serious and hungry as you. You guys must be beasts wherever you are. I salute you, all of you. So the viewer who stays for 2 hours on the whole live session, that's a serious trader. A serious trader. So at whatever stage of development you are in, you have to continue and keep the focus until you get that mindset. Then you can start from anywhere. You can start from 1,000, you can start from 100, you can start from 10,000 if you are privileged. You can open your business starting low or starting high, and God will still bless you if you are serious. That is, if you are serious about what you are doing. But if you are not, God damn. Can you see what is happening on USDAT? Price has rejected this high. So it seems to want to come and break this level. So we are just playing this game, a small game, a simple game. So it has not closed above, it has just touched or retested these levels. So we cannot sufficiently say that price has broken this level. So as a result, we cannot take a buy signal. So we cannot take a buy signal because price has just rejected that level. It has not closed above with an energetic candle. It has not done that. And if it did that, we would have interpreted that information differently. So for now, we watch this range and this range. What happens? Sometimes we just have to watch and watch and watch and watch and watch until we get a clear cut entry, not just some jokes. A clear cut. If there is no clear cut entry, we don't get in at all. Okay? It has to be a clear cut signal. Clear cut signal. Trust me, you. Trust me, you. So I'm not sure whether you are. So I'm not sure whether what we are waiting for here, because unless price comes and closes below, okay, everybody say below. So unless price shows us a clear cut below, that we have seen at least that minute candle close below energetically and then retested again, it will be very against against us to even try to go short on that pair. So we have to see an energetic candle close. Energetic candle close. And if it's not an energetic candle close, it's not a very good close. So we have to see that energetic candle close. So what about gold? What about gold? So gold, you said that the best place we can get in on gold is this level. But you as the trader has to have sufficient capital to even accommodate this kind of stop loss, because you cannot get in without a stop loss. And right now gold is moving like ravaging fire. Gold is moving like ravaging fire. So price is rather slow today. We are not seeing any, we are not witnessing any major price action, but we are hopeful we will get some more plays in the course of this hour. So if in the course of this hour we won't have any volatility, we'll go without having engaged, because we cannot engage without the right kind of entries. So right now we are not in any trades. We are not in any trades. So today has been a break-even day for me, but that's okay. That's very okay. That's I have no problem. Tomorrow is another day, another better day than today, another better day than today. But today we have tried our best, we have done our best. It is unlikely we get hello Evans, long time man. It's unlikely we get that retrace on gold. We are too far gone. That's a good concern. Possible. But if it were up to me, because what you're saying is the truth. In fact, if we close above this level and then retest, because this is still a significant level, but still I will not get in. even if it presented itself like this, I will not get in. I would rather wait for it to come here. If it does not come here, well and good. I'll go with those slow ones. Okay? Long time man. Unajua on the live stream I have to speak English because my audience is global. But here we are in the New York session and we're in the London session. So if you are around, you can come during the London session from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. and the New York session from 4 or 5, then I extend to 6 or 7, so 2 hours each, depending on the time I have joined the live. So this year we are doing nothing. There is no mentorship, there is no signals. The signals, we are taking the signals live here. And you are getting mentored by baptism. So unless if you're not learning and asking questions, that is your problem, not our problem. So gold, since I'm not observing gold, let me jump over to US DAT. So if price is going to show a willingness to sell, then we as the traders will show a willingness to buy when it gets here. But before that, it's a cat and mouse game. So it may even decide to buy from this level. But either way, the price action is very slow. Very, very slow. Today's New York price action, the London price action, very slow. I have decided. Alright, just have a look. Have a look. The market. So for us, our entry signal would be, that is the only possible scenario I would take a trade in. But still, it is, well, it is during the New York hill zone, but a good trade would already have formed. That is what I'm saying. If a good trade was to form right now, it would have already formed. So the fact that it has not yet formed should start giving us signals of staying cash or being very careful with any trade we take from now onwards until the session is over. Because remember, the session is not yet over. The session continues up to 3 p.m. New York time. Up to 3 p.m. New York time. You can see the kind of games we are playing with this pair, GBP USD, because these are complete games. These are games. These are games. Psychological games. And those are psychological games you don't want to be involved in at all. Okay? Because if the market is caught in these zones, you might try to speculate when it is not clear, because at this point the market is not clear. It is not communicating what we will want to hear. Okay? It is not communicating what we will want to hear. And what we want to hear? A confirmed, serious, precise entry. If there is nothing like, if that does not present itself, dear trader, use the 7 of you plus, how many of you are you here? We are 0 here. Here we are 0. So the 7 of you, if it does not confirm to us, then we will have saved our money for a better time. So I am not engaging unless I get those confirmations, and we shall wait until we get those confirmations. So relax. I'm not sure whether there is news tomorrow. Is there news tomorrow? Oh yes, there is news tomorrow. There is news tomorrow. There is news tomorrow. Good news. And there's a news on Thursday. But this is GBP news on Thursday. And then on Friday we also have news. Preliminary, alright. So tomorrow we have news. So today's session is not going to make us lose money, yet we have news tomorrow, news on Thursday, news on Friday. So that means the good times, even the good times are not here yet. The good times are not here yet, but the good times will come. The good times will come. Okay? Yes. The good times are coming later in the week. From tomorrow, then Thursday, then Friday. So don't engage your capital where it is not being useful. So if your capital is not being used well, don't engage it, or don't use it. Wait for better conditions, because better conditions always come. And remember, we said being in the markets every day does not mean we are taking trades every day. Okay? For example, our today's trade, we got out at break even before getting that sell position. So around 30 pips. So the anticipation was price will go and retest maybe this level or this level, and then it will continue selling. But what has price done? During the New York session, price has just reversed a bit, and then it is now ranging, and there's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing. There's nothing you can do about that. There's nothing you can do about it. So you just have to sit and watch and wait for the next information. That is why you are told, against the market, you are powerless. The market contains power, and your work is to tap into that power, not oppose the power. It is to tap into that power. That power is called flow state, where you move with the market as the market moves. So that is called flow state. So when you're in flow state, dear trader, the 6 of you, if you're in flow state, you are in sync with the market. And when you're in sync with the market, you'll be in the market every day, but you'll not take trades every day. And apart from that, your market behavior will greatly improve. So you have to be, or you have to learn to be in sync with the market. To be in sync with the market is to be consistent. And to be consistent is to withdraw. You withdraw. You trade and withdraw. That is what consistency means. You trade, withdraw, and build, and multiply. Because this is your day job. This is your day job. So, and when you are on your day job, you have to ensure that you are taking as many chances as you can, but taking only the best chances. Only the best chances. So this is I believe we will say it's a good learning moment, because right now we are not in any trade, yet we will want to be in a trade. But if the conditions are hostile, we don't get into any trade. So these live sessions are not to tell you that every day we are going to be taking trades. No. It is to remind you to stick to the process daily. Daily. 24 hours a day. Seven days a week. 365 days a year. Imagine. But if you're able to do that, watch how quickly you start compounding. Following the same discipline, the same routine, the same strategy, the same entry, the same exits, the same waiting mechanisms, everything the same. And then jotting your new experiences in the markets. You, my friend, will not know what will happen to you after 6 years or 5 years. Your skill level will be unmatched because you have a lot of market information. So over time, you have developed what we call intuition. So intuition is when you know how to act even before you act. You have a feel. And the best traders rely on intuition. So the best traders rely on intuition, because intuition comes from long market watch hours, long trading hours, okay? So intuition. So what you are doing right now is not just building your endurance muscle. Let me block someone. They are trying to send their links. So you're not just building an endurance muscle, or no, you're not just learning how to trade technicals. You're also learning how to build that discipline of showing up every day but not taking trades every day. Do you understand me? Do you understand me? Am I audible? So GBP USD has totally refused to sell in this session. It is not to say that the setup is invalid, but GBP USD has refused to sell. GBP USD has refused to sell. Or rather, price action is showing that we are buying on GBP USD. Now, these are the times I don't like to engage in the markets, because if we had planned something, then the market is doing something else, you have to pause. You have to pause. So we have to pause. We cannot engage right now. With this market behavior. So we are caught up in a consolidation, because our earlier view of the market was that the market was going to sell, and then the market was going to give us a signal for us to come here. But what did the market do? The market did not do what the market wanted. The market did not do what we wanted it to do. Instead, the market did what it wanted to do, and we have allowed it, and we said it is okay, and the market should always do what it wants to do. So now we are observing the market for further signals, because we must have further signals. That's why they are called signals. If the signals are not clear, don't even try to engage. My friend, if the signals are not clear, don't try to engage. Because the moment you engage and the signals are not clear, that is the time your psychological problems begin. Your psychological problems begin when you engage the markets without a proper signal, or when you exit the market without a clear-cut signal. So it has to be a clear-cut signal. Everybody say signal. That is why they are called signals. Because a signal is what gives you the confirmation. So without signals. For example, this was a signal here that price has come to retest this level. That was a clear signal. So it seems that we might go without taking any other trades. So Euro USD is rejecting that level. So if it is serious, maybe we should see it maybe break that level like that and sell. I'm not sure, I don't know. Remember, this is way below the sweet spot zone. Way below the sweet spot zone. Way below. So I'm also not engaging on Euro USD until we get a clear cut signal. So we must have a clear-cut signal on this pair and all the other pairs. If there are no clear-cut signals, brethren, we are not engaging. We are not going in. We are not engaging, in short. So you better prepare yourself and you better keep your money to yourself first. Because we are not engaging at all. So we are not gauging at all. And because the price action is not very favorable right now, I will wish to also take a pause until tomorrow during the London session. So I'll end the live stream here, but thank you for your patience and your courage to stay with me up to the end. I would advise you not to take any trades right now, because they are not good trades right now. As you can see, the market is moving very slowly. So let's meet tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. or 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. New York time. So whatever time it is you are streaming from, you will find me there.